Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Next up on this list, we're going to go with Andrus Peat of the offensive line. I don't even know where to start with him. Obviously, this season, injuries, once again, the main theme with this team. He was out for the year after week 6, so he played 6 games this year, and he was not looking good in those 6 games he did play. Run blocking was bad, pass blocking was bad. He already had allowed 3 sacks, on the year. He was looking to give up double-digit sacks this year. If he played the entire year, he definitely would have gave up double-digit sacks, for the year. Ended up getting hurt, and it's time to move on from Andrus Peat, man. We have a bad right guard. We have a bad left guard. The guard situation is just terrible in New Orleans right now, which is crazy because when Drew Brees was there, the main thing we had was guards. We had to keep those guards right because obviously Brees was a shorter quarterback, so the guards was always elite. And now it's just the complete opposite. That guard play is pretty bad, man, and it's come from 2 first-round picks. That's the thing. The 2 guards that are bad are both first-round picks. And I can't give them both, if I'm going to give some type of leeway to them. Peat was a left tackle, Ruiz was a center, and we moved both of them to guard, and it's just not worked at guard for either of them. So the Saints definitely get a little bit of blame, on that portion of not drafting natural guards and trying to move guys into that guard position that didn't play guard in college. And unfortunately, we signed him to a big deal, man. If you remember, we signed him to like a 5-year, $57 million deal and some change. $23 million guaranteed at signing, $33 million guaranteed overall. He's not a free agent until 2025, but he's bad. He's bad. If you look at Spotrac, that's where I look at all my contracts at. It's a potential out after 2023, which basically, it's going to leave us with $9.2 million in dead cap, which is way too much dead cap. We already have a dead cap problem as it is. So I think he's going to get traded. He's going to get not released. He's probably going to get traded. I doubt we'll cut him. It depends on, how much money can be saved. But it's no need for him to be back on the Saints team making over $10 million a year. It's just no point. The backups came in and played just as well. We didn't miss a beat. I mean, obviously it was some plays where they missed and things like that, but everyone has those plays. We didn't miss a beat without him on that offensive line, at least at the left guard spot. So I just don't think he needs to come back. It's just no need for him. We can get a cheaper guy to plug and play in right there, and we'll be A-okay at that left guard spot. I do not want to pay Andrus Peat basically $12 million to be a punching bag and give up sacks all year. I'm cool on that. I'm cool on him. Him and Ruiz back at guard next year, it's going to be a long season for us. I can guarantee that. So one of them has to go. Both of them really have to go, but one for sure. I think Andrus Peat, he's going to be making the most money. Didn't play this year, coming off a major injury. We'll see what the Saints do with him. I don't want him back personally, but hey, I'm not Mickey Loomis or Sean Payton. I don't have that decision to make. Okay, just looked it up. If the Saints trade Andrus Peat after June 1st, 2022, it saves basically $11 million in cap, but a restructure saves $6.5 million in cap. So one of those 2 things will probably happen. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a restructure, especially if you can keep the guy and still save, within $3 million of the same amount of money of trading him. I think they'll probably restructure Pete's contract, save some cap there. Obviously, he's been hurt and things like that. But they said cutting him is not an option. Like I said, it's going to leave that dead cap, so you can't cut him, and you'll only save, I think, $1 million by leaving that dead cap. So cutting him is probably not, not an option. But that restructure or trade after June 1st is looking pretty good. Obviously, can't do anything before June 1st because that's just going to mess up the books and things like that. So we're going to see what Andrus Peat news is after June 1st. That's a long ways away from now and things like that. But something's definitely going to happen. He's going to get his deal restructured or he's going to be traded. And honestly, either one of those things I'm fine with. I would like him to be traded. It saves a little more money. And I just want to replace him as soon as possible because it's been long enough. I don't know what else we need to see from him. It's just not it. He's not it. We have to move on. We tend to hold on to players way too long. We need to just cut ties right now. Hey, we made a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. Every team makes a mistake. But, hey, let's end it now, get somebody else in there, and go from there. But that's it. It on Andrus Peat, man. Didn't really play this year. I don't know if I expect to see him on the team next year. I think it's a 50-50 shot. I've already said I don't want him back, but I don't make those decisions. If he's back, hey, I wish him the best. But we've seen enough from him already, at least in my opinion. But that's Andrus Peat. That's his player review. That's the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.